Time, ladies and gentlemen, for the Donnie Fandango Week in Rage. And we're back with the Donnie Fandango Week in Rage. Another week. Another guy that we know named Donnie who's just filled to the brim with anger. He just harbors everything.
Walking stress, that guy.
Love Donnie, one of the nicest guys you could ever meet. And he's just one of these, I don't want to call him passive-aggressive because usually he's not necessarily pissed at you. Most of the time, he's more concerned what people are thinking about him, like, oh man, did I screw that up? And then he internalizes that to such a degree that he gives himself agita. Well, he comes close to a heart attack.
You just don't want it to boil over that
right
rage because you never know when this guy's going to walk in with a handgun.
That's what I'm saying. So he has that going on a regular basis. So then when somebody actually does piss him off, look out.
Watch out.
He'll bottle it up, but then all of a sudden it just overflows. There used to be a time when we'd walk by the studio after the show and Donnie be in here just doing his show. There'd be a commercial running or a song playing. And Donnie's got the music all the way up, and you just see him ranting and raving and
throwing
screaming.
The garbage can around.
I mean, it's crazy. Yeah. I mean, look at the garbage can in here. We're going to put this on the video. You'll be able to see it. This was a normal garbage can at one point.
And it's all because of Donnie. Look at that thing.
This is all because of Donnie in here kicking things and throwing it around. So we decided to give him his own segment. It's called the Donnie Fandango Week in Rage, and it's become so popular now that it even has its own sponsor.
And it's sponsored by Supplement Superstores. It's not just a store, it's an education.
So, Donnie, what's been bugging you this week, pal?
All right, well, first of all, everybody, I had so many people that came up to me at Hot Shots last night that were like, I don't want to do anything to make you mad to wind up on the Week in Rage. Listen, you're nice people. Nice people don't wind up on the Week in Rage. It's the dumbasses that have no idea that they're dumbasses. Those are the ones that I have the problem with. So everybody, just stop that whole thing. Cardinal fans, Lance Berkman already's missed like 3 days of spring training due to various things. Can this possibly be anything but a sign of things to come? I mean, this guy is like 37 years old, and he's limping around with already. It's still March. This is not a good sign of things, and I'm very concerned about this team this year. I know it's really early, and there's a lot of things that have to fall into place, but man, this could be a really tough year for the St. Louis sports fan. So speaking of Hot Shots last night, all right, there's this guy, all right? Dude, this was crazy. Like, I didn't even talk to this guy because I was too frightened by him, all right? Guy has a shaved head, right? Pentagram tattooed on his forehead and the top of his head and his forehead.
Well, that's a cool look. What are you talking about?
So when you do that and you make that decision to get that tattoo of a pentagram on your head, have you just given up?
He must totally have a desk job.
Oh, yeah. Working with kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are you just done with the outside world? You are. Now, here's what I will say. You are one tough son of a bitch for getting that tattoo on your head. I'll give you that much, man, for real. But what happens when you go see your mom? Like, I wonder about that, and I could not, like, this guy, like, he just, like, mesmerized me all night long. I would see him, and he just always looked so goddamn mean. But I guess that's what happens when you have a pentagram tattooed on your forehead. So I just am very curious. Here's another thing, and this is really my last thing in my Week in Rage this week, because I don't have a whole heck of a lot.
About the email yesterday?
It has to do with that, all right? And I know that I'm probably in the minority here, and you know what? It's fine. I totally get it. I hate, and when I say hate, I mean hate with every fiber of my soul. I hate Mardi Gras, okay? I'm not trying to be a stick in the mud. I hate the parade. I hate all the 21-year-olds that are drunk for the first time downtown. Woo! Look look, I can drink, Mom. Look, I can drink. And then the people that are like 60 that are reliving all of their past years by getting ridiculously retarded drunk. I hate it. All right, I don't know exactly what it is about it. I love, like I don't mind crowds or anything like that, but it is just the idea of Mardi Gras and people getting ass backwards drunk. Why can't they just do that at home or at a bar near their house? All right,
Crunking out to songs with a lot of banjos and trumpets and throwing beads everywhere, ducking down there to buy you down.
And also, and here's a big reason why I hate it too. And in my years of going to Mardi Gras, which is like 10, I have never, and I swear to God, I've thought about this, I have never seen a good rack. Never once. Never, ever, ever once.
Yeah, the chicks that want to show you the racks are the nasty ones.
Absolutely.
How many times have you seen a pair of boobs at Mardi Gras and go, oh, God?
Yeah, you know why? Because the hot chicks aren't desperate for attention the way the fat, ugly ones are.
Absolutely, man.
Mind you, I'll still look.
So, yeah, look, but I'm just saying that I never, ever see any good ones. So then, because I didn't sign up to do our Mardi Gras festivities, the boss sends out a really, I don't know how you would characterize this email.
Ishy?
Kind of
aggressive.
Yeah, like saying to the effect of, well, if we don't get volunteers, then we're gonna make it mandatory in the future or whatever. Listen, man.
I know Donnie was so pissed about this yesterday.
Really pissed.
Listen,
He called me up and goes, did you see this email?
Did you see this email? You want to?
I'm like, what email? I had to look immediately, and I read it. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? He's asking for people to go down to Mardi Gras.
You want to make it mandatory for me to have a miserable time, then that's fine. Then you go right on ahead and do that. You know what I'm saying? But there's just something about it that I cannot stand, and I know that I'm probably in the minority there,
I'm with
and
you, man.
that is what it is. But dude, I just absolutely can't stand it. But for all it's worth, those of you that are going, please have yourself a great time, and that is my weekend rage for this week.
You wouldn't find me within 10 miles of that place.
Maybe even 100. I'm going further away from Mardi Gras.
Hell,
this
we're all
weekend.
going to the home show.
Hey!
So maybe I will be within 10 miles of it. Like, as an adult, do you really that desperately need an excuse to drink?
I mean, we could do it anytime we want. Hey, Ma, come and watch the kids. Mary and I are going to get ridiculous.
It's more about that, southern Louisiana bayou kind of vibe that's going on, Dad. Out of the crowd, Dad. Look at here. The little red beans are right now down here at Mardi Gras.
No,
Weird
honestly,
Matt
where
song.
else
Look at
can somebody walk around with a yard glass full of Hurricane? Come on.
I guess you're right.
True.
Pretty much
true.
anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, Donnie Fandango. How you feeling there, Donnie?
Oh, I'm good. I probably shouldn't have said that about the boss.
I hate you.